Sup? I'm Will.
And I'm Jack.
This the job experiment.
Yeah.
The boys are
What
back.
are you doing, bro?
Trying to get this open. Dude, we're drinking these La Colombe things.
Why did they put these on here?
These
You're not
things-
supposed to rip them off, though.
Well, here's the thing. These tops here, if you can see that, are really nice because it gives you a little lip to drink out of. So you're not like cutting your lip on the can part.
Wait, that's why it's there?
But trying to get this stupid thing up, to pull it up, is like super hard because this rim comes up. I don't know if this was the best idea for them to do. How'd you even get it? Oh, there we go.
Wait, but no.
Yeah, so it's
you
super...
have to like press it down and in
Yeah.
to get around this.
But it's nice for drinking because, like I said, it's a smooth plastic that you're putting your mouth on. So
What's wrong with like a regular freaking can?
it's too sharp. I don't know. I didn't make the thing.
So I haven't
You can
tried
take it off.
I haven't tried this yet.
Me either.
I'm scared. So I got a glass of water.
Here goes nothing. It could be worse. It's not that bad. It could be better, but it could be worse. Like, it's not very sweet. You can get the pumpkin flavor. I wish it was a little bit sweeter. What do you think?
I feel like it tastes like the mocha one.
It does, yeah, but I think they all kind of taste similar. But you can taste the pumpkin, right? I can't.
No.
You can't. Well, it would drink it slow. If you put it in your mouth and hold it in there for a second, you can definitely taste the pumpkin.
Oh yeah. Now I got it.
But it's very subtle and it's not very sweet.
Super subtle.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed. Oh, we didn't say what this was. It's a Colombe coffee draft latte pumpkin spice. Small batch. Or seasonal batch. Whatever.
Yeah, so we've done La Colombe review, but that was like season 1, I think.
So one of our first videos is a La Colombe video.
Yeah, it's true. It's on our YouTube. Check it out.
Was that was like...
That's a long time
Well, it was
ago.
like a bunch of them. It was like mocha, vanilla...
Yeah, we tried them all. There was a lemonade flavor one. I don't know if we tried that one.
We didn't.
That was weird.
Yeah, I ended up throwing it out. It was in my fridge from Madeline.
Yeah, but the mocha one, I remember we did. There's a vanilla one. Yeah, so we did a review on it already, the regular ones, but we'll pick these up because these are obviously a seasonal pumpkin spice one, so we were like, oh, let's give it a try. I mean, it's not that bad. When you brought in these waters, I was like, oh, this is not going to be good.
I brought them in because I'm like, I have no idea what to expect. Nikki likes these.
We gotta zoom into that face. That was hilarious.
The other thing is, like, I think they jacked up their can, dude.
What do you mean?
Like, my print goes, like, angled. Wait, does yours do that?
Mine's straighter than yours is, but I see, yeah. Oh, actually, mine's a little bit slanted, too.
Mine's, like, freaking like this.
Yeah.
Oh, look at
They're
this.
trying to- they have a low
this
budget.
is slanted, too.
They have a low budget for the
I would like a refund.
branding on here.
Going to Wegmans. Hey, I need a refund.
I need to speak to Danny Wegman right now.
Wegmans refunds like the dumbest crap.
They do. I've never done that before, but...
My buddy of mine at work, he said he grilled some steaks. And he always gets steaks from Wegmans.
I like your steaks.
Yeah, me too. I love them. He said he grilled 2, took a bite, and he was like, there's something wrong with this.
He took it back.
Took it back. They gave him, like,
What the heck?
like new steaks. They offered him cash or just steaks. He was like, I'll just get more steak or whatever. And, but then they just threw out the cooked ones, and he was, like, super bummed. He was like, well, I would have eaten those. It just, like, well, really? Like, you drove all the way back there.
Yeah.
you really would have eaten them still? Like, if a steak tasted
That's-
so bad that I drove to Wegmans to get new ones, like,
I wouldn't want it.
if I was like, oh, you know,
Yeah.
this is okay. It's not the, you know, something isn't great, but if I drove to Wegmans, like, I felt the need to go back. That's stupid.
Yeah, I feel like if that's my problem.
I would not want it back.
I'm too lazy. Like if
Me
I
too.
ate something and it didn't taste as good as it normally does, I'm just gonna eat it.
Same.
I'm not gonna drive to Wegmans and be
100%.
like, I need a refund.
Yeah, like I know so many people. Well, not so many people, but I know people even in my family that like, if like the pizza didn't come the exact way they ordered it or something,
Right.
they'll drive the 10-20 minutes back. And I'm like, if I get home, I'm comfy with my pizza. Like, I'm like, just eat it.
That happened to me one time. I picked up from Joe's Brooklyn Pizza in Henrietta. Great pizza usually, but the one time I picked it up, the bottom of it on like half the pizza was just burnt. But it was like a 25-minute drive all the way. It's like straight down Jefferson all the way from my house. I got it, brought it back, and then my dad was like, why don't you just take it back and get a new... I'm like, I'm not going to drive another 25 minutes one way to tell them, and then wait for a new pizza to get made, and then drive all the way... Like, no.
The exact same thing happened to me like 3 weeks ago. Now with pizza with a garbage plate. I got a garbage plate. I was so excited. I got out of my tree stand, went to Charlie Hots.
Nice.
Picked up my garbage plate. Didn't look at it. Just go home. So I'm like, I'm going to eat it at home. If I look at it now, I'm going to want to eat it right now. I'm going to let the heat out. Can't do that.
Can't do that.
Get back. I open it up, and I'm like, huh, the mac salad looks good. The 2 cheeseburgers look good. The home fries, though, looked like white.
Like not cooked?
Like not cooked.
Oh.
Dude, they were like barely warm. And I like bit into one, and I'm like, oh. It's like...
Yeah.
It's like cold. You could tell like was like not put in the fryer, or if it was for like a second. Like I don't know.
How do you mess up that bad though? Because that like visually you could.
I don't
tell.
understand. I do think Charlie Hots has gotten like a lot of new people lately.
Oh.
Some of the chicks on there like on the phone sound completely retarded. Like they're just like. What I hate when This drives me nuts, and it's been really getting on my nerves lately.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like, what's the generation after millennial?
Gen Z.
Okay, Gen Zers are now our waiters. Okay.
I'm Gen Z.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm not a millennial. So
are
you offending me?
90s.
What are you saying?
Oh, that's right, because 96 is right at the end of millennial. So last year. That makes sense.
Yeah, I'm at the beginning of Gen Z. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Gen Z. Okay, so I feel like
what about Gen Z? just get it out there.
Think about how many bad things were said about millennials. So just don't even start.
Okay.
So, anyways, these are it might even be the generation after. Because doesn't Gen Z stop at like my brother's age?
No, it's like Sam is Gen Z. Like that's pretty big, pretty big range, I think.
Are you sure?
Yeah, pretty sure.
I thought I heard that there was like a new one right there.
There's definitely a new one by now, I would say.
Yeah.
But, but as far as I know, that it goes pretty far.
Really?
Yeah.
Anyways, so whoever the generation is that's like, you know, that high school, college job age, and they don't like have anything together mentally, physically, they have no clue what's going on.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, weed's legal now, and they're just like gone. Anyways, you call. And you're making an order, whether it's for pizza, garbage plate, whatever. And you're like, hey. And they're like, hey. And then they're like, what do you want?
Yeah.
And then I tell them, and they're like, okay, let's start with your name and your phone number.
Yeah. You got that backwards.
Okay. So tell them name and phone number. And then they're like, okay, what was that you wanted again?
Idiot.
I'm like, what? And it happens every time. Now, I have literally gone out of my way to be like, name's Will, 585, say my number, blah, blah. And then they're like...
Do you have a phone number for that?
And then they're like, what'd you want? And then they get all confused. And they're like, wait, what was the name again? And they get all mixed up. I'm like, just start it off right.
Generation Z, man.
I'm just like, what is going on? So
We are
if you're
doomed.
taking phone orders, just be like, hey, what's your name? What's your number? Boom, boom, boom. What do you want? And then just tell me it's going to be 10, 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Deal.
Do what we've been doing for years and years.
They just, I don't know, literally,
Yeah.
dude. And,
Well, they're also desperate for
Ralph
people.
and Rosie's, Salvatore's, Charlie Hots, and like
Yeah.
everywhere.
It's
has
hard to.
been like that.
They're having a really hard time.
I don't
hiring.
care.
That's the. Yeah. Does suck. Yeah, but I don't usually take things back either. But one time I did take something back, and it would only be something if I really cared about what it was. Like if it's just like a pizza, I'm like, yeah, I like pizza, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to drive all the way back.
What'd you take back?
My family and I were out to eat at a steakhouse, and I ordered my steak medium rare. Steak comes out. I every time I order steak at a steakhouse, I always cut into it and I look at it and then I'll.
Oh, same.
But
I
this
make
one
sure it's
time,
purple in the middle.
dude, I cut into that. It was like well done, and I was
Oh,
like,
no.
I mean, it was like probably more medium, but I told the guy, I was like, yeah, this isn't right. I was like, I ordered medium rare, and the guy was like, oh, I'm so sorry. Good customer service. Brings out the next one, and the next one was like borderline rare, but I mean, I'll eat it that way anyways. But I was
Dude,
like,
literally one
there we go.
time, I'd sent a steak bag one time too, and it was because it was well done.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, how do you want it? I'm like, bleeding. Practically moving.
Yeah.
The dude was like, okay. Cold in the middle. Fresh
Yeah.
off the animal. And just like,
What do they call that?
heat it up.
It's like bleu or something. If you get it cooked bleu, it's
Is
like
that really
it's like
a
a French thing. Yeah, and most restaurants won't cook it that way for you
I just said rare.
because like Outback and them, they will do rare. If you order rare, they'll give you rare. But there's a step below rare. I think it's called bleu or something, and it's a French thing or something like that. But they literally put it on the grill, flip it, put it on a plate. It's like not cooked at all.
That's awesome.
It's yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, I'm more of like I would say, I used to be like hardcore, like as rare as possible.
I've ordered rare a couple times. I like medium rare though, way better.
Yeah, so
It's
like
gotta be a
I've
little
changed a lot. So like I used to even get my cheeseburgers rare.
Oh no, that's a no, dude.
I can't do it anymore. My stomach can't handle it.
It's not good.
Not that my stomach can't handle it, but the bathroom can't handle it.
No, but also they say you should never order hamburger meat that's
Yeah.
anything below medium rare because
Yeah.
it's coming from different parts. It's all mushed together and
Well, it's just
thrown
like
through the grinder.
yeah, it's just like
Unless it was like a
messy.
super high end restaurant where you like know okay they're known for these things, then you probably could. But like Red Robin or something, I definitely don't do that.
Yeah, and I used to always end up,
That's
head
not good.
to the head and just like, yo, what's up? Here's the toilet.
Yeah.
Here's the wet wipes.
Yeah,
20 minutes later, you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. No need for elaboration here.
Chug a lug, I guess.
Can we get the drift? Let's not go into his rituals in the bathroom.
Well, as a side, speaking of rituals,
Speaking of rituals, this man lit a candle before we even started recording. Is that what you do in the bathroom too?
I do. Doesn't it smell good?
Did you actually in the bathroom? You light a candle?
Not every time, but I do.
You do?
Yeah.
That's actually awesome. I
I do a lot. Nikki's always like, what?
It's
Like,
super
why?
random, but like yeah, it covers up the smell.
I do that, or I put the diffuser on, but that's more of a pain. Like that's like fill with water. Make sure Nikki left like a oil in there that smells good, and then I'm like dabbling around, and it's like by that time I'm like I needed to poop,
Right.
It's like
It's coming out at that point.
bro, I've gotten my bathroom rituals now. I'm pretty hardcore lately though, because well like dude, I have to go to the bathroom on job sites.
Oh, that's a rough one.
Yeah.
That's a rough one.
And
What do
you
you
never
do?
really think about this, but like
Without going into too much detail, what do you do?
so porta potties are rough.
They
Like
are.
just terrible. And if you're on a job site with like a
Nasty.
lot of dudes, like concrete guys, rebar guys,
What's the worst type of guy to work
steel
with?
guys, like
For that.
that some guys are shooting up with like whatever inside there. Like, sometimes you'll see needles in there.
Oh, no.
You'll go in there, you'll smell cigarettes.
Yeah.
Because they're just, like, putting them out in the urinal. Just, like, throwing them in there. It's just disgusting. Freaking Neanderthals. Anyways, but then there's also job sites where, like, it's just my company. Like, we're on a job in Batavia. It's just us there right now. And
right. So
it's
fine.
awesome. It's super clean. Like, it'll, like, go a few days without being used at all.
Right.
And it gets cleaned once a week by the company we rent them from. So anyways, but like in the summer they get super hot. Like in July it's terrible. Like you want to do everything you possibly can not to have to go to the bathroom in it. And then this time of year it's like freezing. It's like a wind tunnel in there.
Yeah,
like
so you also don't want to be in
like
there.
Like up from the bottom. Like yeah.
You get that draft coming up.
It's super bad. Yeah. Anyways, but I have a system and it's essentially like I put a bunch of wet wipes in a Ziploc bag that I can keep in my pocket. Because, like, they put, like, that super thin, crappy toilet paper in there. And, like, dude.
It's like half apply.
You ain't getting nothing clean with that. Nothing. Nothing. They ain't even good enough for a fire starter. It's trash.
That is true.
That, and then I usually take a little bit of peppermint oil with me.
Will in his essential oils.
And then...
at the Essential Woodsman.
That's right. I have, like a potty bag in my truck. It's got the essentials. It's got wet wipes, peppermint oil, Vaseline, just in case you get a little red.
What happened to the kid that used to go out into the woods and just do it in the middle of nowhere and then grab the leaves off the trees?
I got poison ivy a lot on my butt. That's what happened.
That's what happened. No, but let's be honest. It's because you had a kid. You have, ever since you become a dad, you've gotten soft.
No, I haven't.
And that's just the truth.
I've not gotten soft.
Okay, never in a million years would I ever imagine you saying, I pack a potty bag for when I go to work every morning. Like, dude.
No, I just keep it in my truck.
That's some major league dad vibes right there. And there's nothing wrong with that, but that's just what it is.
Yeah, you ain't wrong.
You're getting soft.
Dude, it changed my life, okay? And I'm not going away from that. Because it's nice, dude. If you stop at the gas station, you're like, man, I gotta go.
Oh,
you got stuff to go. I even have some stuff I have some like wipes in there, like different kind of wipes to clean the toilet and stuff.
Oh, goodness, dude.
I'm like prepared, like ready to go.
I could never do that in like a dirty place.
And then I keep it's kind of like, it's like a mini toiletries bag, I guess. Because like I also have a little thing of Aleve in there. I have some Benadryl. I have a tourniquet.
Right. And by the way, backstory, and this probably doesn't even have anything to do, but Will also just told me this week that one of the guys on his job like cut his finger off. So is that why you have a tourniquet in there?
No. Apparently that happened like, so I started at this job a little bit more than a month ago now. And which is really cool. I guess it happened like a week before I started.
Yeah.
Or maybe longer than that. It might have been longer than that. It might have been like a month before I started. Because the guy's been out of work for, I think, 2 months.
Wow.
He just got back this week. But one of the kids that works for us, like, he's like a kid. Like, he's like 18, right out of high school.
He had to drive him, right?
He was like on the job with him.
Oh my goodness.
And he's like the only one there. And this guy's like an older guy. And he's like telling him where to drive him. He literally chopped off like his index finger like at the knuckle or something. And it was with a demo saw. Which is like a giant, you know, like a chop saw? It's like a chop saw. But it's gas powered, like a chainsaw.
Oh my goodness, dude.
So it's got chop saw, like a chop style blade on it, but we put like diamond blades on it. We use it for cutting. Rebar, concrete, steel, metal beams.
Well, honestly, that's better because that would have sliced through his finger like butter. Like it wouldn't have been a slow process for him.
Didn't feel any pain until he got to like an hour later. He was in shock.
Like it could have been worse. Yeah.
So anyway, well, it did get worse. So like on the way there, the dude's like bleeding out, and I guess like this kid Jake was like, we gotta like take your truck. So like I guess like I think that one of our bosses' trucks was there, and he was like, either we take that truck, which is like a brand new Denali, and we get blood all over it. He's like, or we take my truck, but my truck doesn't have any gas. We need to stop for gas. And then they're like bugging out about stopping for gas. They stop at Speedway. The credit card machine's not working. At the pump. They like run inside. He's like, I have a dude bleeding out the car.
I need $20 on pump 2. Come on.
Exactly, bro. And the woman's like, okay. And like he's like, I don't even think I paid for the gas. Like he's like, they just like put it in. And
wow.
And then so then they get to the hospital in like Brockport or something. Mm-hmm. And the dude is on the phone with his wife. The guy who cut his finger off. He's like, and she's like, yeah, I'm just pulling in now. Blah, blah. Like, and he's like, okay, cool. He's like, okay, cool. He's like, we're just pulling in too. And then turns out, bro, he told her to go to like the Batavia hospital, and they were at the Brockport one. And he was like telling Jake like, okay, turn around, take me to the Batavia one.
Bruh.
And Jake's like, no, dude, like you need to go in the hospital right now. It doesn't matter where we are. And he's like, your wife can drive here. She didn't cut her finger off. It's like 30-minute drive.
This is the problem with these old guys that are on these jobs. Like they're just like. They just accept that it's like just part of the job. Like something like this tragic happens. They're not in any rush to get to the hospital.
No, he's like...
They're like, no, we can't take the nice truck that's full of gas because I don't want to get blood all over the place. Let's take your truck, stop for gas. I'll call my wife on the way. And then if we have to switch to a different...
That's 100% what happened.
Yeah. My goodness.
And he's a gnarly dude. I just met him for the first time this week. He's funny.
That is
great. His name's Barry, which is hilarious.
Barry?
Yeah. That's his name, Berry.
Oh, Berry?
I think so, yeah.
Not BA?
No, BE, I think.
That's interesting.
That's what he said, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty funny. I don't understand it.
Yeah, that's
But it's funny. It's exactly how he was. Like, he's like, yeah, it's like, I guess we gotta go to the Batavia hospital instead.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of, like, what's wrong with this generation... I mean, this guy is just, like, the most calm as can be. Like, I just lost my finger, but yeah, we'll just take our time. Then you got these idiots answering the phones like, oh, yeah, what can I get you? What's your name again? It's like, dude, come on.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's so dumb. It's so dumb.
Yeah.
Do you run into that at Jantronics, like, when you're hiring people? Like, I guess younger people don't really go for that at all.
We get a couple, and it's the same thing. Like, we'll get a couple of younger people, and... never works out. And I'm like, yeah, I wonder why.
Yeah, it's tough.
Because people don't want to work, especially the younger generation. Like, they just... free handouts, please. So, you know.
Yeah, I tell guys that work that a lot, because they complain about the younger guys all the time.
Oh, I'm sure.
And I'm always like... but the thing is, we gotta remember is, like, I told them, like, at least they're here.
Yeah.
Like, they showed up today on time.
Yeah.
And they stayed until we told them to leave.
That's more than most people that age can say. So.
Yeah, they came, they only took a half-hour lunch, and they stayed till we needed them to stay till.
Right.
And they, like, tried to do what we told them to do.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what else to tell you. Like, they complained and whined a little bit because it's cold today. But, like, imagine the kid on the couch right now that like, we could have instead.
Because there are plenty of those people out there. So...
yeah, and that's why these kids, like, to me, it's, like, a good opportunity for opportunists, right? Like, people that are, like a good opportunity, this is, like, the way the economy is and, like, the job opportunities, if you just show up to work on time and you, like, put in 80% effort and you, like, try to, like, learn something and, like, do a decent job, you're probably going to get promoted. You're probably not going to get fired or anything. You're probably going to do pretty well.
Yeah, because they need people that are reliable. So all you got to do is show up. I tell people that all because I run orientation. So every new hire pretty much that comes into the company, they have to go through me. I always tell them the same thing. It's like, it's not hard to succeed in any job. All you got to do, show up on time, do what you're asked to do, and don't back talk your supervisor. It's not that hard.
You tell them that?
Yeah, dude, because you'd be surprised. People, like, for whatever reason, don't know that. I don't know if it's just the way people were raised differently than me or what, but...
Yeah, the back-talking supervisors thing, dude.
Happens way too much.
Dude, like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I was staying with a kid last week, and we were on a job, and we got asked to take some fencing down. And this kid, we were doing the fence or whatever, and he's, like, essentially like, oh, I'm just going to go tell the foreman to F off.
Oh, that's going to work out well for you, buddy.
And I looked at him,
having a job?
I looked at him and I kind of laughed. And I'm like, and I looked at him like, wait a second.
Oh, you're serious.
You're dead serious. I thought you were joking.
You're right.
Like, because this is a stupid job to do or whatever.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm like, this is really easy. Like, whatever. And he's like, and he knows nothing. So I was like, well, like, you don't know anything. So, like, you're lucky to have a job. Kind of.
Right. Yeah, it's true.
And I was like, I could complain because, like, I could be in a piece of machinery, in a heated, nice seat or whatever, and just digging a trench or something.
True.
I'm like, but I'm not. I'm taking this fence down with you, and you're complaining.
Right.
And when he said that, I was like, dude, really? Like... And he was like, yeah, man. Like, this is a stupid job. And I'm like, you're going to do a lot of stupid jobs.
Yeah.
You're 18 years old. Like, I'm not even that much older than you.
Yep.
You're going to do a lot of stupid jobs.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. He was so dead serious, too.
Dude, I don't know what's wrong
and
with
I was like, go for it if you want to lose your job.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I wouldn't lose my job. And then I was like, the entire day, I'm like, you should go do it.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, it would be sweet to watch this kid just lose his job. Like an idiot.
I think, too, a lot of it is just the way people are raised.
It's complete arrogance.
Like, I feel like people that, like, parenting, like, people my generation and younger, like, parents don't do it. They don't discipline their kids, like, at all. So they get away with anything. So then they get out into the workforce and they expect that same treatment. Yeah. And it's like, no, this is not how the real world works.
It was crazy, too, because, like, the boss, our foreman, is, like, our boss's son, who's the owner's brother. So it's the owner,
go tell him that you...
Go tell the owner's nephew.
Yeah, to go screw himself.
Yeah, like, what is wrong with you?
Man.
And this kid had just such a confidence, but it wasn't confidence, dude. It was, like, complete, like, no, you're just stupid. Like, you just have no idea that, like... First off, this kid will probably beat you up and then fire you. Like you're stupid.
Yeah. Blue-collar workers do not play around with that at all. So.
And he's a really nice foreman.
Right.
That's what's stupid. I'm like, dude, you have no idea.
Yeah.
Like, these foremans are awesome.
But that's the problem. They don't have any idea. They've never worked for a hard boss. That's what I was trying to
tell him. Like, dude, like, I've worked with 60-year-old foremans who just scream at you for no reason. Like,
yeah.
For zero reason.
You're lucky you got this guy that you're...
Yeah, I was like, I've worked on jobs literally where I'm throwing up, and they're like, all right, let's get back to work,
Right.
Like, bro, we're puking over here.
Yeah.
And, like, these kids, dude, if they start puking, they would literally just leave.
They'd be like, does this mean I get disability?
Dude, we've had kids that are just like, I'm not feeling good, I have a headache. And they're just like, and they just leave. Go home. And then they're like, and they'll text like that night, like, oh, where should I go tomorrow? Like,
nowhere. You don't work here anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just, oh man.
It's like one thing if you're actually sick, like, go home, it's cool, but don't just leave.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
That's what it is, man. That is what it is. Yeah. Anyways, it's been an interesting episode. I'm drinking the La Colombes. If anybody tries any seasonal drinks, let us know what you think.
Yeah,
I've tried these or any other pumpkin spice. We talk about Starbucks a lot, but there's a lot of other places that do seasonal stuff, so I'm curious.
It is hard to, I feel like it is like a little hard to mix it up in the fall.
Yeah, so there's a lot of seasonal drinks out there.
No, there's not a lot.
Right, that was the point. We are physically here, but mentally I am not here. So.
No, but like pumpkin spice latte. That's it.
Right.
Or whatever the apple crisp thing. Only Starbucks.
And that's new this year too. So.
But only Starbucks does it. It's not like you go to. See, at pumpkin spice you could go to like Leaf and Bean, but like, can I have a pumpkin spice latte?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not bad. It's actually halfway good.
It's probably not that good though. I don't know.
No, the Starbucks one's way better.
Yeah. Starbucks
just has a consistency to theirs.
Yeah.
It's just unbeaten. Like, you can go to Leaf and Bean 3 days in a row and you probably get 3 different drinks.
Yeah. That's about right, yeah.
You're going to order the same thing and get 3 different things.
Yeah.
That's just kind of how it works.
Yeah,
they have great milkshakes, though.
If anybody tries seasonal drinks, like I was saying earlier, like let us know. Like, what do you think? Is there anything else that we should try? Like, maybe this one place does a really good pumpkin spice latte that we just don't know about. Like, we'd give it a try for sure. But yeah.
I got a lot of messages about the apple cider episode.
Oh yeah.
People were like sending me screenshots of like Smirnoff. Is this the right one? I'm like, yeah.
That's great. Yeah.
So that's cool.
Do that. Send us messages. Let us know.
Check out our After Dark episodes.
Yeah.
And I think, we have an interview. Or no. So this is going to happen after the interview.
Hopefully you've already seen it.
Yeah.
But if you haven't, go check it out. But we interviewed Aaron Curtis, so check out that one. Good interview. But yeah, we're back at it again. Finally back with a coffee episode. It's been a while, so yeah, you guys know what to do. Check out the bios. Check out all the links.
I think we'll have to do a cigars and coffee one soon here.
Yeah, we're coming up on that. Yeah.
And it's cold out. I'm feeling that.
That'll be interesting. We'll definitely, like, in the wintertime, we'll have a couple, like, in the snow. That'll be sweet.
For sure.
So stay tuned for all that. Anyways, this has been another episode of The Job Experiment.
Oh.